Yes, Jerry Sandusky today had to face one of his victims in court. That victim testified that at some point he did receive psychotherapy. So now Sandusky's attorneys, they are attacking the credibility of all of the victims and saying that psychotherapy may have influenced their testimonies during the trial. In his effort to win a new trial, Jerry Sandusky's attorneys are attacking the credibility of his sex assault victims' testimonies. Their claim is that there was no mention of sex assault during pre-trial investigations.
Most, if not all, of these supposed victims or accusers, whatever you want to call them, denied that there was any sexual abuse on the part of Jerry Sandusky.
But that all changed once the trial started.
He committed certain sexual acts and so forth. Now, what our position is people don't change their testimony that much without a reason.
Sandusky's attorneys argue that the victims went through psychotherapy and were perhaps influenced to dredge up repressed or false memory.
A number of these individuals who made these claims about Jerry Sandusky were undergoing what they called repressed memory therapy. That is where they are, in effect, suggested this is what occurred to you.
They brought in University of California Irvine professor Dr. Elizabeth Loftus. She specializes in psychology and social behavior and studied the testimony of some of Sandusky's victims. She said, quote, dramatic changes in testimony of accusers. Clearly, there was involvement of psychotherapy.
And she was brought in to testify today that people do have their memories, false memories implanted in them by other sources.
And so now Jerry Sandusky's attorneys, they will submit a brief within 30 days. The Attorney General will then have another 30 days to submit a counterbrief. And then lastly, the judge has 60 days to determine if Jerry Sandusky will be granted a new trial. Reporting live from Bellefonte in Sutter County, Sheldon Ingram, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.